What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, Voice Crack. In this one, I'm going to be showing you how to make the Hello Neighbor 2 radio news station. That's what it is, news station. Um, Here it is. This will be the exterior, only the interior will be in a separate part. I do want to say thank you to Chris. Again, I'll leave his channel in the description or something like that, or mention him. He did a lot of this exterior-wise, or helped spice it up, because if you guys watched the Twitch stream that I did this on, it was looking a little bit rough. But yeah, anyway, yeah, this will only include the spruce platform here and, you know, the build itself. It won't include any of the terraforming down there along with the staircase. So yeah, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial and I will catch you on the flip side. Alrighty, so the space for me for this is a 31 by 30, and we're just going to start off with a few materials. I want to get that spruce-like platform in, and then we'll just kind of build up from that. But the materials you need for that anyway are strip spruce wood, spruce planks, dark oak slabs, and dark oak fence. That's it. The detailing on the platform itself, like the, you know, the bush and stuff, those will be at the end after we do the new station building. I just want to get the platform laid out because it'll be easier to build the build based on that. Anyway, starting from the front right hand corner of your 31 by 30 grid golf if you minute, you want to start by just placing a strip spruce wood facing upward. Extend it back by 2 with strip spruce, 3 with spruce planks, and then 23 with strip spruce wood. Just like so. I am going to make all the ends upward facing strip spruce, which basically means also the strip spruce next to the spruce plank row like that. That spruce plank row is where the staircase will go down. As I mentioned, that isn't in this tutorial though. You'll take the front and back strip spruce woods and extend them left by 22. Just like this. And then I'll make those corners upward facing, and I'll also connect the strip spruce together with sideways strip spruce there at that side. And it should give you a decently sized rectangle that takes up most of the grid, not necessarily all of it. Well, not all of it, I guess. It's not even a necessarily moment. But yeah, anyway. At the either left or right inside of this, it really doesn't matter. You want to take the front and go back from literally any strip spruce, actually. And you're going to place 5 spruce planks. Strip spruce wood that should be facing left to right. 5 spruce planks. Strip spruce wood facing left to right, and then the rest will just be spruce planks going to the back. You're pretty much bringing all of that to the left until it connects into the other side of the platform, or right if you started from the left. And yeah, it's just going to be, you know, the strip spruce going sideways, and then the rest will just be spruce planks from that point. I guess I'll manually fill it. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. They did something with the Minecraft graphics when it updated, I think yesterday. It looks so weird. Like, you can't notice it, but walls and stairs look very different. It's like they're... almost looks like Pocket Edition, kind of, like the way that lighting is. But it's not... I'm not on the, like, simple mode or whatever it was that started that originally. I checked, because I remember looking at it and I was like, am I, like, did I get downgraded back to simple when the game updated? But no, it's just like that, I guess, now. I'm assuming it's Vibrant Visuals that's doing that, or something with the Vibrant Visual edition with experimental, but it just looks weird. I don't know. It's just a little bit off. Anyway. Almost there. And yeah, it should give you a platform we can work off of. Although we're going to do a couple other things first, so... hold your lack of horses, I guess. Yeah, it should give you this. At the left side, starting from the front corner going back, you want to just place a strip spruce wood facing up. 4 dark oak fence. Strip spruce wood facing up. 4 dark oak fence, and then a strip spruce wood facing up. And you'll place a dark oak slab on top of each of the strip spruce. On the right side, it'll be either side of the spruce planks here where the opening would be, and the front right hand corner you're placing a strip spruce wood facing upward with a dark oak slab on top. No fences or anything, just that. And that's the base platform done. Now we can start actually working on the build itself. We're going to start from the left side here because this will be easier, but you can clear your inventory and get out the following. Packed mud, yes, a weird one immediately. Spruce planks, whoopsies. Spruce stairs. Yellow terracotta. Glass panes. Brick walls. Smooth quartz blocks. And I don't really feel like there's anything else that's going to be helpful here. Well, we could get out iron bars and light gray carpet, I suppose. So starting from the left side, the little fencing you made here, if you take the final strip spruce wood, you want to count back diagonally right and place a packed mud here. You're going to extend it right by 8. And then extend forward 1. In front of that, you'll place a spruce stair facing to the right. Extend it right with 3 spruce stairs facing forward, and then a stair facing left. Extend that stair back with 5 packed mud, and then go right 1. And just in case you want to kind of keep tabs here, you have 7 spruce planks to your right, and then it'll be the strip spruce wood beyond that. From this point, you can extend that packed mud anyway back by 12. And you'll be 2 off the back. You're honestly from that point just kind of bringing this packed mud all the way left until you're on the final spruce plank, and then you should be able to connect perfectly forward, and it'll give you kind of this shape. That is the rough shape of the news station. We obviously have the section that overhangs on the left, but that's at least the shaping of the yellow terracotta bit, plus the porch, I suppose. Speaking of the porch, this row of spruce stairs here at the front, you're going to bring up diagonally back with the same stair formation, with the stair on either side facing in, and then the stairs facing forward in the middle. On top of the very front row of packed mud, you'll place a row of spruce planks, which will include behind the spruce stairs where there technically isn't packed mud, but you still want it anyway. Extend each spruce plank back by 2. Every other packed mud you want to bring up by... I'm gonna say bring up by 1. Some of these are gonna be weird on the left side, but we might as well just bring it up anyway, because there's no point in trying to be like, okay, yeah, these you're gonna want to do this with instead, but if we just have to destroy them later, we can. It's not a huge deal. I just think that the interior, we will have to destroy some of that, but make that a problem for later. So... get rid of your spruce planks and spruce stairs and get out barriers. I'll give you the... why do I have dark oak slabs in my inventory? Get out barriers, which I'll give you the thing for in a second, along with, I guess, andesite walls. And for the barriers, the command is /give@s. Barrier in the chat. If you don't or can't use barriers for whatever reason, string also will work. It's just to put the carpets on where the iron bars aren't. So... we can start by taking each of the spruce stairs and extending them forward, the left and right ones forward with 2 iron bars each. Then the backmost iron bar on either side can be brought up 1 and then back 1. At the right, you're going back with an andesite wall and then a barrier. At the left, you're going back with an iron bar, then left with a barrier, andesite wall, barrier, iron bar, barrier, iron bar, barrier, and then you'll end with an andesite wall. On top of each iron bar or barrier, you're placing a light gray carpet. Just leave the andesite walls alone, because we're bringing those up in a second here. And don't forget the barrier behind the andesite wall on the right there, because that one's kind of sneaky. Extend each andesite wall up by 3. And then the one at the right, this one, the top 2 andesite walls you'll bring back by 1 and then extend up by 1 from there. You can then get rid of your barriers, which if you... Okay, that's really cool. If you have a, like, or if you don't just clear your inventory every time, like your hotbar, or your entire inventory, I mean, you can just slap them in there, because I always like to keep them. And along with the andesite walls, iron bars, and like carpets, and I guess packed mud as well, actually. And get out birch doors, cyan terracotta, and I might just go with that for now. Yeah, we'll just go with that. On top of the front row of andesite walls, you'll place cyan terracotta on top, extending all the way across. It doesn't want to overhang on the left, however, it wants to overhang on the right by 2. Like so. Get out spruce planks as well, I guess that would be important, because this row of 2-pack mud here on the left, you want to extend, or on the right, I guess, you want to extend to the left with 3 spruce planks. And that's, I guess, all. You can basically place yellow terracotta up diagonally left and up diagonally right from those rows of 3. And then off the inside of those blocks, you'll place birch doors, kind of coming outwards like so. I thought the 3x2 worked better, but obviously, there's no, like, half a door, so I just kind of had to deal with that. On the front right-hand corner packed mud, you'll extend it up with 2 brick walls, and then the bottom brick wall can be brought back by 1. On top of the rest of the right wall, you want to place 5 rows of yellow terracotta, which will include on top of those brick walls, just not 5. It'll just end up being to the same height, basically. And yeah. Then place a row of smooth quartz blocks on top, and then just 1 row of yellow terracotta for now. On top of the yellow terracotta at the front, or I guess left if you're looking from the side, you'll go up with 3 brick walls and then a yellow terracotta. The top 2 brick walls can be brought right by 1 each, and then out of those 2, you'll take the bottom one and extend it right again, which would be just, I guess, backwards. And then you can bring this entire right wall up to the top yellow terracotta here with more yellow terracotta. I'll just bring that one, I guess, towards the back and then connect it down. And fill in whatever's left. Just like so. There's one side. One of the easier sides, but still a side done. Let's turn into the back next. I don't feel like doing the front yet. And we also can't even do the left side, I guess, but that's besides the point. Going across the bottom, you want to place the following. You want to place 7 yellow terracotta, 4 brick walls, and then what should just be 2 yellow terracotta. Extend the entire row of brick walls up an additional row. And then if you're looking towards the front, you're going to take the right 3 brick walls and extend them up an additional, I believe 2, or is it 1? No, it's just 1. Then the left 2 of that row of 3, or the middle 2 in total, you'll bring up with 3 rows. And then the left one out of those 2 rows, you'll bring up an additional 1. The rest of this wall is blank. Now, before you just kind of fill it in, I would fill it a block lower than the wall we have, but like you'll still want the smooth quartz going through here, and then you want all the yellow up at the bottom. But just when you reach the top, I'd only do 4 rows of yellow on top of the smooth quartz rather than 5, because the roof is kind of weird and doesn't make sense, but that's a problem for later. And there you go. There is a window I for some reason neglected here. If you're looking at the brick wall, whatever this thing is, this giant crack in the wall, you're gonna take the left side of it and I guess the top block out of these 2, and you want to count left by 3 and break this yellow along with the one above and replace them with glass panes. Yeah. Head back to the front, and what we can do is we can take this doorway and take this yellow terracotta specifically, and really just bring it left until you're on top of that packed mud over there, which should be 8 to the left. You'll then go left to right on top of that row and place 4 yellow terracotta, 3 glass panes, and 2 yellow terracotta. copy that row one more time, and then you're gonna place, I guess, 2 rows of yellow terracotta on top. Yeah, that makes sense. And if you didn't, you'll take the yellow terracotta to the right side of the doors here and extend it up by 4 and connect the top 3 rows of yellow above the doors, which will give you a 3x2 doorway. You want to take the smooth quartz row here and extend it across the front as well. And then you'll place a row of yellow terracotta on top of that. Do you only need... Okay, no, you want to get out smooth quartz stairs and smooth quartz slabs. I thought it was only stairs for a second, but no. Going right to left on the next row, you want to do the following. You'll place a yellow terracotta, then 2 smooth quartz stairs facing left, smooth quartz stair facing right, smooth quartz slab, smooth quartz stair facing left, 2 smooth quartz stairs facing right, and then yellow terracotta for the rest, which should be 5. The next row, you want to almost copy it. Now, I'll explain it again. First off, if you start from the right here, you're going to place a brick wall this time instead. And then again, you'll start with 2 upside down stairs facing left. This time they're upside down rather than right side up. Then an upside down stair facing right. And then another upside down stair facing right, actually. And then an upside down slab, and then 2 more upside down stairs facing right, and the rest is yellow terracotta. You then want just 1 row of yellow terracotta on top of all of that, except the brick wall over here will be brought up by 1 still. Nice. The top... Not quite the top 3 yellow terracotta rows of the left here, but if you basically take the top 3, excluding the actual top ones, it'll be these 2 rows here of yellow terracotta. You'll connect it to the left side here, and it should kind of essentially give you the almost square shape that is the main news station itself. I do feel like it's probably smart to do the side next, as in the left side. So clear your inventory and get out the following. Mangrove stairs, spruce stairs, spruce slabs, mangrove slabs, blue concrete powder, dark oak trapdoors, mangrove planks, spruce trapdoors, and is there anything else that would actually be helpful here? I don't believe so, no. Would stone be useful? Yeah, we can get out stone slabs, might as well. Because then we could do some of the pathway going up the back and side. As in, I think most of it, actually. Anyway, off of the left of the build, if you take the very front spruce plank here, the very front spruce plank here on the porch, you want to extend it left with an upside down mangrove stair facing left, and then 2 upside down slabs. From this point, it'll be all upside down mangrove slabs. You'll extend back diagonally left, left, back diagonally left 2, back diagonally left, back 2, back diagonally right, back diagonally right by 2, right 1, back diagonally right, and then you'll go right with this time an upside down mangrove stair facing left. Connect the upside down mangrove stairs together with upside down spruce stairs facing left, and then the rest of the floor will be upside down spruce slabs in the middle of that. Yeah, I feel like it's like 1 or 2 packed mud that we end up destroying. Just for that hallway. I can actually check. Wow, a misplaced block. My favorite. Yeah, it just seems like it's 2 that we're going to need to replace. Which is fine. So, on top of each upside down mangrove slab, along with, I guess, the stairs, you'll place blue concrete powder, just kind of making a circle. In addition, at the front, I'll kind of bring it back by 2 here at the front right, I should say. And just to fill in that. Going along pretty much every other block. On top of that, starting from the front right-hand corner, we're ignoring this little row of 2. We're starting from this block and going across and just doing really alternating blue concrete powder and dark oak trapdoors. And you should pretty much line up with the back. Now, when you hit the very back, you want to... And no, you'll just do the whole thing. That's fine, yeah. Just like this. It is literally every other block. At the back, I would probably destroy the dark oak trapdoor we just placed along with the blue concrete powder below it, because this is a doorway instead. And also at the right here, I'll make these 2 blue concrete powder. You want to extend each blue concrete powder up by 2. I swear we're going somewhere with this. And then overall, of where we still have the dark oak trapdoors here, you'll place dark oak trapdoors in line with the top half of the blue concrete powder in just like the same position. And kind of recreate the circle, I guess. So it'll look like this. We are leaving that doorway open for a sec. Because in the doorway, you're just placing that trapdoor a block down and then having a blue concrete powder on top. For now, I'll place a blue concrete powder on top of everything. I'm going to have to crouch place them over the trapdoors for the most part, so I might as well just do it for the whole thing, as it's easy enough. And yeah, you should have that. That's pretty much the shape of it. We can do the roof for it now, because we might as well get it out of the way. So, this roof shape is kind of weird, but if you take the far left blue concrete powder, this row at the top, you'll place a row of upside down mangrove slabs off of it with a row of slabs on top. Extend those slabs right with a row of planks, it will extend forward and backward by 1 each. Then from those, you'll extend right 1, out 2, which is either forward or backward, right 1, and then out 1. Out 1, good lord. You want to place mangrove slabs up diagonally right of each of those planks. Just 1 per plank for now. And we'll add or remove them where we need. Right of this, the only row of 3, you'll place slabs here just to kind of, close it off. And then at the front and back, you'll take these rows of 2 slabs and extend them out with a slab. Right 1. And then out diagonally, right 1. Underneath each of those end 3 ones, which are the overhanging ones, you'll place upside down mangrove slabs below. Right of the top slabs there, you're going to place 3 mangrove planks to the right if you can. If you can't, just place 2 or whatever. And then you'll take the 3rd one here at the front and extend it back. And the entire middle here is mangrove planks between them. Which should be fairly simple. Hopefully. Just like that. Where you need to bring up the blue concrete powder to fill it all in, you can do that. Nice. Can we get rid of anything? Yeah, you can get rid of the dark oak trapdoors and get out. Yellow terracotta, which we'll get rid of in like 2 seconds. Will we? No, I guess not. You want to, at the back left here, bring the yellow terracotta just forward 2 rows. Leave the smooth quartz for now. We'll bring that forward in a sec. But, yeah, because I want to get rid of something else. But we need to do something else first. So at the front here, this row of cyan terracotta, you want to... Oh, we could have gotten rid of that. Whatever. You want to place a row of upside down mangrove slabs in front of it that is just the same length. That doesn't overhang or anything. You'll do the same on top of it with regular mangrove slabs. You extend those mangrove slabs back with another row of slabs, and then back with a row of mangrove planks. Heading to the underside, underneath the mangrove planks, you'll place spruce trapdoors directly up against them. And underneath the mangrove slabs that you can, you'll place upside down spruce slabs. Obviously, you have the NSA wall in your way, that's fine. But yeah, it should look like this. You can then get rid of your spruce trapdoors and get out smooth quartz blocks and head back to the back left where we'll be for a bit and just bring that smooth quartz forward. In addition, you want to bring where the doorway kind of thing is here back this upside down mangrove slab back with 2 upside down stone slabs. You'll then go back with just like you go up diagonally back with the stone slab and extend it back by 2. Then extend right by 3 and connect all of these slabs into the wall. Just like so. Going basically from these slabs, if you're looking at the back wall, you want to count left from them by 2 and up by 1 and place stone slabs off this brick wall. You'll then go up diagonally left 4 times with stone slabs, so you should be in line with the smooth quartz by the end of it here. And you should have 2 smooth quartz to your right before the brick walls. You'll then go not right but left of each of those top stone slabs with 8 upside down stone slabs. So you'll overhang the left by 2. You'll then go towards the front of the build with upside down stone slab just 1 row. And then you'll go up diagonally towards the front with 4 upside down stone slab rows from that. Then go forward with 3 upside down stone slabs, and you should kind of end there on the right side. Off of the side of each upside down stone slab, specifically, you'll place upside down mangrove slabs to the outside. The way I would maybe check is just try to place a stair off of it, and if the stair ends up upside down, then you know you're on a slab you want to be on. Like you see here, okay, it's upside down, so I'll just place the mangrove slabs. This will include corners, by the way. You want to kind of place sharp edges in the corners. But you obviously want to make sure the staircase, like opening itself here, is free, so you're not placing anything over that. But yeah, it's basically just going to be those slabs. As for the regular stone slabs, these are a little bit weirder. If you start from this first mangrove slab, you'll kind of place a mangrove stair off the side of this stone, and then you'll go around these with upside down mangrove slabs that are a block above, or a half a block above, I guess. Off of these stone stairs here on the kind of diagonal, you'll just place mangrove stairs kind of facing out, like so. From this point, I think we can do the top roof. It doesn't make sense, but, you know, we gotta do it eventually, so. So we'll start from the front right-hand corner, and this yellow terracotta specifically. Up diagonally forward from it, I'm gonna place a mangrove slab. And then I will extend it left by 3. I'm not really going to specify if this is upside down or right side up from this point. Just if we're going down diagonally, it's half a block, or up diagonally, it's half a block. Just, you know, do kind of keep that in mind. Or try to keep in mind, I guess, which it is, just so you know if you can use a placeholder like that, or if you can, you know, if you can use slabs or not. Anyway, going left of this, you'll go down diagonally left for the slab. Left 2. Down diagonally left. Then left by 7. Then you'll go back by 3. Then down diagonally back. Back 2. Down diagonally back. Back 4. Up diagonally back. Back 2. Then right by 2. Up diagonally right. Right by 6. Then up diagonally right. Right. Up diagonally right. Right. Up diagonally right. Right. Then forward 2. down diagonally forward, forward 3. Then you'll skip 2 blocks and place another slab here in the same position, which should actually just be a block above this one. And then you'll extend it forward by what should be 5. And you'll connect back up. Fill in the yellow terracotta how you need. Now, basically, when you look at any side, it's just going to be behind upside down slabs or open gaps. You're not going behind regular slabs, but again, like, normally I'd say don't go behind... Well, I guess you would go behind upside down slabs normally, but, like, when you have a 1 block thick roof, it does get weird because of this on the top, but we'll fix it in a sec. Just fill in anything that you need to, basically, to look from the bottom here and look good. This next step may require some thinking, but it shouldn't be too bad overall. Basically, you want to go inside, like up diagonally inside of this row, and you want to place the same thing kind of where it's going to go up diagonal, or it's going to be a half a block taller. So basically for mangrove slabs here, you see I have it half a block lower here on the inside if I take the yellow, so I'll place mangrove planks on these. For this one, the yellow is in line, so I'll place mangrove slabs. This, the yellow is half a block below, so planks, and etc. That's kind of the logic I feel like you should maybe consider using. At least that's the logic I'm going to use here. Although I guess it is also hopefully easy enough to just look at it and kind of be like, yeah, okay, that's what I'll need there. But yeah, anyway, it should look like this. Getting there, definitely getting there. Now, I think before we do the actual, like, roof and stuff, we do the signage. So, clear your inventory and get out the following. Strip spruce wood. Dark oak stairs. Dark oak slabs. Brown terracotta. And we'll get out a loom, just temporary, I guess, to get it ready. Barrier again. I think string should work again, but I'm not positive on that. Pale oak sign. And what else would, like, even make sense here? I don't really think there's anything else to get, so we'll just go with that. Starting from the front of the roof here, you want to, if you're on the back row of mangrove slabs out of the 2 on this little lower portion, you want to go right to left and do the following. You're going to leave 2 slabs open, and the third one you replace with a strip spruce wood facing up. That will happen to be over the andesite wall, go figure. Going left, you leave a gap of 1, and then place another strip spruce. Gap of 2, strip spruce, gap of 1, strip spruce, gap of 1, strip spruce. On top of each strip spruce, you'll place a brown terracotta and connect them all together to create just a row like this. Off the left and right brown terracottas, you'll place dark oak stairs. It'll kind of face towards each other like so. They'll be fairly far away from each other, but that's okay. And then you'll connect together in the center with dark oak slabs. Speaking of dark oak slabs, you'll place dark oak slabs on top of both the brown terracotta and the row we just made. So it's 2 rows like so. If you want to coat the sides of the brown terracotta and dark oak trapdoors, you can. That was not done here, but either way. Going left to right, if you take this slab row, you want to leave the first 3 slabs open, and the next 3 you will turn into planks. Then leave a gap, plank there. From that furthest right plank, you'll kind of count to the wall up by 2. So you'll be on this yellow terracotta above the window. And furthermore, you can count right by 1, and you'll actually be above the right half of this window, where you'll place a barrier with a pale oak sign with nothing on it. That would be the... It's part of the logo. I don't remember what it's for. I think it's just TV or something, but I don't remember. One last thing we should do is wherever you want, you'll smack your loom aggressively on the floor, and then you can clear your inventory. And get out. Brown banners. Brown dye. White dye. And red dye. I was not the one who made these, so hopefully I'll be able to figure it out. I think they're self-explanatory, though. So you want to put in your... Whoopsies. That's what? You want to put in your first brown banner along with your white dye, and you want to do the, like, X, the cross here, which is saltire. And then you want to do the full top half as brown, which is perfess. You'll then put in your white die and do the line down the right and left, which is Pale Sinister and Pale Dexter. And we'll do the border pattern, but we'll do all those at the end because they're all the same. The C is a fairly simple one. You're just going to put in your brown banner and your white die and do the line across top and bottom, which is Chief Fess and Base Fess, and then line down left, which is Pale Dexter. Next one is also simple. You'll put in your brown banner. We'll do basically all sides as white, which is going to be Pale Dexter, Pale Sinister, Base Fess, and Chief Fess. And then do the line through the middle, which is Fess. You'll then put in your brown banner, and this time you'll put in your red die. And you want to do the line down the left, which is Pale Dexter. You'll then put in your brown die and do the full, I believe it's bottom half as brown, yes, which is going to be Fess inverted. Put back in your red die and do the line through the center, which is Fess. Then do the line down the right, which is Pale Sinister. And then for all 4 banners, you'll put them back in and put in a brown die, and you'll do the border pattern, or border, whatever you want to call it. Why did I just put that one back in? What? No, we don't ask questions here. Yeah, that was interesting. I don't know. You also actually on the red, or the 4, you want to do the like top right kind of corner as brown, which is the Chief Sinister Canton. It won't make a difference doing it after the border pattern, but either way, yeah, it should look like that. Just missed that step, sneaking in there. On top of each of the dark oak planks, you will place the banners in the order we made them. So the W will be on the far left, then C, then B, then the 4 on the side over there. Apologies, it was a little bit rocky. Again, I didn't make the patterns, so had to kind of learn them as we were going there. Anyway, I think it's time to do the roof along with the satellites. So the roof is a little bit weird. You're going to have to trust the process here, or don't. It's really up to you. You want mud brick slabs and mud brick blocks. And I guess we'll also, in addition, get out some of the stuff for the next part, which is going to be mangrove stairs, mangrove planks, mangrove slabs, polished andesite slabs, polished andesite stairs, mangrove fences, and mangrove fence gates. So starting in the front left-hand corner here, we're going to kind of make the patterns as they go. You want to place extending back here in the corner in line with the mangrove planks, 3 mud brick slabs. Then from that point, you're going to go back diagonally right by 2, back 1, then right 1, back diagonally right, back diagonally right by 2, and then back by 1. To the left of this, on the back wall in line with this like topper of yellow terracotta, you'll place 2 mud brick rows extending forward from it. The furthest right one that doesn't have a slab directly in front of it, you'll bring forward with a mud brick. Then forward diagonally left. Forward. Left 2. Forward 2. And then those front 2 mud bricks can be brought left by 1 each and then go forward 1 from there. This little triangle we're left with will be filled in entirely with mud brick slabs, but the middle left block will have a mud brick block another block down, which is mainly because of the fencing. You'll see the fencing will create some weird inconsistencies that we're going to have to deal with, which is, it is what it is, I guess. Speaking of which, from the front here, you're going to take this mud brick slab, and you want to extend it right by 5. And then place a block. The block you will extend back by 3. Then back diagonally right. Back. back diagonally right, and then you'll just connect back from there. A block above that in the corner here, the back right, you'll just place 2 mud bricks off this topmost yellow terracotta, and then you'll place 2 mud brick slabs in front of each of those blocks. The 2 sections we have here will just be filled into the right with their respective mud bricks. So you see here, these mud bricks are getting brought, or the blocks are getting brought right all the way until they basically hit the yellow there. And then the slabs will just fill in everything else, pretty much. And yeah. Did not realize how long of a tutorial this is going to be, honestly. Thought it'd be like a 25-minute, but no, we're reaching 30, I think, at this point, or 40 even. Couple more things we do have to do. I want to mark there's one slab, I guess, specifically. If you take the very front row and the furthest right slab, you're going to count back diagonally left by 1, and this slab will become a block. This will also help us to make sure that everything lines up, because a fence will be directly on that, and we'll know if it's wrong at that point. At the right here, the top yellow terracotta you will break, and you'll replace them with mud brick stairs, which I guess you can get rid of the mud brick slabs for. I just place stairs facing right. Now, from the, we're going to say the back stair, you'll leave a gap of 1 extending left to and beyond this block, where you'll place a mangrove plank with an upside down stair in front, facing forward. Left of this stair, you'll place 2 polished andesite stairs. And then you'll go up diagonally back with polished andesite slabs. Below those slabs, you want to place upside down polished andesite stairs, and also behind those slabs, you're going to place polished andesite blocks. Behind those blocks, upside down stairs. On top of those, regular stairs. And then behind those, you're placing upside down stairs again, and then upside down slabs. Extend both the upside down stair and upside down slab, but these like final 2 left by 3 each. Is this even using the front? Yeah, okay, it is. I was like, I think so, but then from there you'll go left from each of them with 4 upside down polished andesite slabs. You'll take the end 2 stairs here and extend them forward with upside down stairs. Up with stairs facing back. I think. I should actually probably confirm that because I'm not looking at it. Okay, yeah. Then forward with upside down stairs. Up with slabs. Forward with blocks. Forward with upside down stairs. Up with stairs. Forward with upside down stairs, and then forward with upside down slabs. Same thing, you'll extend each of these to the right this time by 3, the upside down stair and upside down slab. The end 2 upside down stairs, the furthest right 2, can be brought back with upside down stairs. Up with stairs. Back with upside down stairs. Up with slabs. Back with blocks. Back with upside down stairs. Up with stairs. Back with upside down stairs, and then back with upside down slabs. From this point, each of those end 2 can be brought left with 7 upside down slabs. And it should be the same distance out as the area below us. Excluding the far left row, the 3 before it, you'll bring forward and backward with upside down slabs to almost create a spoon shape. And then out of the back row of 3 upside down slabs here, the right one you can turn into a block. Now how do I even explain this part? That's a really good question. So left and right of each polished andesite block, you want to place a mangrove plank. We'll start with that, because I do feel like that's probably the one step that's going to make sense to everybody. At the top, you'll place polished andesite stairs left and right of or mangrove planks left and right of these polished andesite stairs, excuse me. And then you'll wrap the rest of this in upside down mangrove stairs, making sure they all just connect, really. You do want to go, like, with the funny, weird corners and stuff. That's really the only way I can describe it, I guess. I don't know. So it'll look like this from the underside. Still looks like a spoon. You can, from that point, take each stair, which is really just going to be the bottom of each of the rows here, and you'll extend them out with an upside-down mangrove stair facing forward on either end, which will, I guess, include the bottom here since we need it. And that one? I feel like that'd be planks, no? Yeah, these top ones will be planks here. I think that's the only one, isn't it? Oh, no, I guess all of them are the top ones. Yeah, the bottom ones are upside-down stairs on each row. The tops are planks. Any gaps you pretty much have are just going to be filled in with normal mangrove planks. You see here we have at the like bottom right, you have a plank here. You just kind of want to do that behind each of the upside-down stairs, basically. Just so everything connects a little bit better. Obviously, we still have to go around some of the levels themselves, but that's not really that important. I would say just go around the levels with upside-down mangrove slabs, ensuring that you also, well, it's hard to say. I wouldn't go underneath the upside-down stairs, the ones that are floating. You'll see why in a second. One of them we might have to, but it'll kind of look like this. At the lower level, you are going to go under that upside-down mangrove stair, yeah. However, at the upper level, you want to place a plank where that or underneath that upside-down stair, and you kind of want to trace that side there. You see where you have the plank down diagonally too, and then the upside-down mangrove stair? Yeah, you want that again. In addition, underneath most of the planks kind of here, to just make this a little bit smoother, I guess I'll take the top two as the examples and place upside-down mangrove slabs under them, which is really going to be the case on all of them. You don't want to place it under the bottom one because it's not going to do anything for you anyway. And yeah, having like a really whale of a time doing this because this is one of the parts I didn't do. And I'm just like, it's throwing me off. Because, like, I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, I mean, I wouldn't do it exactly like this. I'm not saying I wouldn't be anywhere close to it, but, like, I'm not used to the way it was done. I don't know, it's throwing my brain for a loop. Anyway, yeah, you should end up with this. I guess really from this point on top of everything, you're placing mangrove fence. Leave the top level, though, for a second, because I know there is something going on there with fence gates that we do want to be aware of. And we also have to do the other side, as in the, not the other side, the... Leave this open as well, by the way, at the like right side of it, the extra little support. But yeah, we have to do this portion down here, which I'll worry about in a sec. As for the upper level, the only thing that's really weird is the like straight away portion. So essentially, or I guess the spoon portion, if you take the front row of 5 on the spoon, you're gonna go do alternating mangrove fences and mangrove fence gates going along it. You'll leave this corner open. At the back side, you're placing a mangrove fence on either side of the 5 with 3 fence gates in the middle. On the left side, you'll have 2 fences at the front and 1 at the back, and then a fence gate in the remaining block. Out of these 2 corners on the left, the back one is mangrove fences. The front one you're leaving open, and then the rest of the slabs or whatever up here are mangrove fences on top. On the... We'll go with the... Or we'll just like start from the top and work our way down for these supports. You want to take the top of the spoon section here. And at the left side, you want to... Again, the like upside down stair inner corner here at the front left. The stair on either side of it you'll bring down with mangrove fence until you maybe or maybe don't hit something. I mean, eventually you'll hit mud brick. But I'm saying maybe or maybe you won't hit another fence or something. If you hit another fence, you'll stop for a sec. On the left side, the back block of the row of 4 has the same thing. However, on the back row of 5, you're taking this polished andesite and extending it down with fence. The very back right-hand corner as well is getting brought down this upside-down stair with mangrove fence, and it should connect perfectly into the other corner. In addition, on the front of the spoon, you'll take this front row of fences and leave a gap of 1, extending right and placing another row of fences here. Going down a little bit to this level that sticks out to the furthest to the front, you'll take the 2 corner upside down slabs and turn them into planks, and you'll bring them down with mangrove fences. The left one will connect into this stray mud brick, by the way. Okay. And from the right side, you'll leave a gap of 1 extending left and turn this upside down slab into a plank with fence going down as well. As for the lower level, it's kind of fairly simple. It's just where the fences from the upper layer connected down. So you see here where this one connects into this fence down here. I'll turn this slab into a plank and bring that down with fence. And again, it'll really just be every point to where the fences from above connected. No more, no less. Which is definitely easier for my brain. And then I think there's one over here somewhere. Is there? No, I guess not. It's just those 4. Nice. That's that part kind of done. Now we do have the satellite itself, and we have some skeleton skulls to add later, but that is pretty much that. As for the backside, now on top of each mangrove slab that you can, you're gonna place mangrove fences. On the diagonals, like here, you're gonna essentially add another one so all the fences connect. And where you have it stairs on this portion, you're not really touching them, but yeah, you can see I'll perfectly place them there, and I guess I'll connect this corner as well over this stair on like the original portion of the path. But yeah, it should look like this. Each of those stairs will be brought out with a mangrove fence gate, except for the bottom one. I guess you're just placing on top of the stairs instead by technicality, and it'll give you this. And yeah. That is like the main build done again, pretty much. Now, let's get that satellite done along with any other remaining details up there, and then we have some details on the bottom to add, and then we're done until the interior. Why am I buffering? Whatever. Clear your inventory and get out skeleton skulls to start. That'd be great. Stripped mangrove wood. Polished deep slate. Polished andesite slabs. We're going to use them for blocks just because there's like 3 blocks. Stone. Stone stairs. Stone slabs. And andesite walls. And I feel like that's everything for the top. Yeah. So before we actually reach the spoon, the frontmost like hanging platform, the 2 corner mangrove fences, you'll place skeleton skulls kind of facing diagonally out like so. You also want skeleton skulls on the front of the spoon section. Now essentially, if we were to take this front row of 5, you'll start by counting back by 1 on the right, and you'll place a skeleton skull here facing slightly at an angle forward, but mainly to the right. In front of it on this fence, it'll face basically 45 degrees right and forward. Middle fence will face forward, and the left fence will face pretty much entirely left, actually. Should give you that. On the left side, the front fence will have the skeleton skull facing kind of at a 45-degree angle again. Fence behind that will have the skull facing left, and same with the fence behind that, which will be a gap of 1. You'll then count back diagonally right, and on this one you'll place a skeleton skull facing mainly backward, but a little bit left. And that's your setup of skeleton skulls. On this one upside down mangrove stair we've been neglecting this entire time and not placing a fence on, you'll bring up with a stripped mangrove wood and then a polished deep slate. The 2 sides that you can off that polished deep slate, you'll place skeleton skulls. That does not include the top, by the way. Because you'll extend the top of it up with 2 polished andesite blocks and then a polished andesite slab. Extend that block forward, or that slab, excuse me, forward diagonally left with a block, and then under that block you want an upside down slab. I'm going to presume this is a misplaced block, but off the polished andesite slabs here, you're placing stone slabs off the front and left of it. This slab just doesn't exist. Again, I'm assuming that was just a misplace, but who knows. Off of the back and right of the polished andesite, you'll place upside down stone stairs. It'll kind of face towards a center point like so. You can kind of see Like that, if there was a block here, they would be facing into it. And then off of those stairs, you'll place regular stone stairs that'll face into the slabs that are next to them. From those stairs, you'll go out with opposite on stone stairs facing away. And then up from those with 2 blocks. Stone stairs still facing away. Opposite on stone stair facing towards the center, and then an opposite on stone slab from there. Between the 2 stone stairs here on the left and right, you'll just place a couple of andesite walls on either side. Between the opposite on stone slabs at the top here, you'll place a stone block, which will also just be on top of that polished andesite block. And then if you extend that stone block both backward and to the right from that block specifically, and then you can bring those stone blocks down by 2, that'll fill in almost the entire, well, it will fill the entire thing from the front. However, if you direct your attention to the back, you want to basically off of each of these stone rows here, kind of in between them, you'll take the center 2 stone, or just, you know, these 2, and the center of the satellite overall, and you'll place andesite walls in those 3 positions, or I guess 6 positions in total. And that is the new station itself done. Now, again, there is a little bit more to do down here on the base. So we'll start at the front, next to this window, and you want to get out the following: spruce stairs, spruce trapdoors, chiseled bookshelves, or a chiseled bookshelf, I guess. Where are they? There they are. Flower pot, scaffolding, and brown carpet. In addition, I guess we'll get out polished tough stairs, mangrove leaves, and oak fence. Sure, why not? On the porch here at the back left-hand corner, you want to place a chiseled bookshelf on this block that will face into the corner, I suppose. On top of it, you want a flower pot, along with to the right of it a flower pot. Right of that one, you'll place a spruce stair with a spruce trapdoor above it, opened up against the wall. In front of the chiseled bookshelf, you want a scaffolding with a brown carpet on top. In front of the porch here, you'll take the back left-hand spruce plank here and count left by 1 and place a polished tough stair facing left. Extend it right with, I believe, 2 stairs. Yeah, with 2 stairs facing back, and then forward with a stair facing right. Then left with a stair facing forward, forward with a stair facing right, left with 2 stairs facing forward, back with a stair facing left, and then left with a stair facing back. And it'll give you this. On top of each polished tough stair, except for 2, you're placing mangrove leaves. The 2 are on the frontmost row, the furthest right one, and on the backmost row, the furthest left one, which will give you this kind of pattern. Starting from the back right leaf, you'll place 3 leaves on top, going forward diagonally left, and then go back diagonally left 1 as well. Get rid of your mangrove leaves and polished tough stairs and get out oak fence gates and dark oak fence gates. I did invert them in the order of the inventory, by the way. Right of these stairs, you'll place an oak fence here in front of the packed mud. Then going forward, place an oak fence gate. Then another oak fence. Then go left 1 and then forward with an oak fence gate again. Back on the porch, right of the birch door here, the left birch door, you're going to place a dark oak fence gate that is opened up against it. It's like a wooden board that's just kind of laying there up against the door, so it's the best way I could do it without using like a trapdoor or something, which would be as wide as the door, and I didn't want that. Speaking of trapdoors, you can clear your inventory and get out the following. Pale oak stairs. I almost just said fence gates. I don't know why. Dark oak trapdoors. There's the trapdoors. Blue concrete powder. Bamboo trapdoors. Spruce slabs, which we're also going to use for planks. Cyan concrete, I think? It looks like cyan, yeah. Warp stairs. polished blackstone button, and we're going to go polished deep set. In front of this oak fence gate here at the little bush we made, you'll place a pale oak stair in front of it. Extended left by 2, and then off the left and right you'll place dark oak stairs open up, or dark oak trapdoors, excuse me, open up against that. On the right side of the build, if you're looking at the right side, you're going to start from the leftmost packed mud and count right by 2 and place 2 blue concrete powder and then a bamboo trapdoor open up against the mud. Extend this trapdoor up 1 and then left 1. And then right of this original trapdoor, you're going to place 6 spruce planks going along the floor here. Extend each of them towards you with a slab. And then on the middle two planks, you'll place cyan concrete. Polish blackstone button off the left cyan concrete, and then on top of these, you'll place a set of upside down warp stairs that face into each other. Right of this whole spruce ordeal, you'll place a 2x2 of polished deep slate, which is also brought up to create a cube. Get rid of literally any single material and get out a heavy core, and on the front left polished deep slate, you will place a heavy core. And, yeah, once you've done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the exterior of your, Ravenbrook's news station complete. That's what I'll call it, because I think that makes enough sense. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, hopefully the interior will be soon. I know the Hello Neighbor videos have been weird with the interior dates. I just kind of like to split them up, as I don't have many at this point anyway. And, you know, have a little bit more days between the videos, but I don't like it to be, like, 2 weeks or anything, you know. Like, at most, it'd be maybe 5 days. Because I know I just did, like, I think a 5-day gap for Chick-fil-A just because that was the way the schedule ended up working with what the other things I wanted to post. But anyway, with that being said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Okay, I forgot that it would take my emoji. I kind of wanted that. Bye.